Confrence Stadium in Athens. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Right back to the well. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy timing routes. Get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Humphreys. There's some room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
To the air on first down. Makes a catch. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look...
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Georgia. A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expect ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Mateer. Pressure coming, and they got it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got him. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. We'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play. Georgia sends out the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown Sooners. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Well, you couldn't script it any better if you're the head coach here, because your defense did their job on the opening drive, and now you make a splash play on special teams. Great job fielding the punt. Vision, speed, taking it back all the way for a touchdown. This game is going perfectly right now for them early.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Wiley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up.
There's a crease. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense set on first down. To the air. It's Stockton. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He might want another play. He'll need some juice in that arm on third and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have him now at the 45.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they start...
Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown Bulldogs. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. A lot of offensive coordinators love to screen you to death and work the ball down the field, Jesse, but a negative play like that will take you out of your game plan.
And that's not the last screen that they've got in their playbook offensively. They're going to try and do it a few different other ways, but give the defense credit. D-line doing a nice job watching the quarterback, stopping the rush, and everybody just seemed to hone in on the running back on that screen.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Making side adjustments here. Handoff for Frazier. Could be an alley. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlight...
Flying down the right side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And it It looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all away. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. It's now second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Takes the easy one to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it way down the field. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He goes right back to the air. Sets up the screen. He's inside the 10. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries to get it himself. And they go for the sneak on 2nd down, and nothing doing.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers? A lot of times they come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Runs through a tackle. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up fourth, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Georgia sends out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 4 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Texas A&M able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You could tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. Knocked off his feet.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. On the option. Quick toss. Maybe a crease. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. He'll take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The ricochet off the left, upright, and through. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. RPO complete to open the drive. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Quarterback making adjustments. Frazier again. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so...
Oh, he wants it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm, and I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Fires to the middle, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Catches it at the 30. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Makes the catch. It's Humphries. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Dogs! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll take it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the Sooners will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Here's a give to Frazier. Makes a man miss. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Bulldog! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Now, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive.
He's going to take a shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Might have a chance. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll run it from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. comes the Oklahoma offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Into the end zone. Couldn't make the connection in the end zone, and that's not the worst of it. This flag is going to back him up for holding. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. They'll try for a big play here on 4th and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.